Oh, yes. The greatest shooting guards of all time, my top 10. It's been a while since I've been online, but I'm finally back trying to do it more consistently. But let's get right into it. My number 10 is Elgin Baylor. The reason why I chose him to be a shooting guard is just because at the time that he was playing, which is in the 60s and the 50s, he he sized up to be about 6'5", 6'5", and an incredible rebounder, but more than anything, an incredible scorer. Which to me is just he just took advantage of his size at that time. But I just found it more better to put him at number 10 as a shooting guard because his scoring was his main thing. Unfortunately, he did not have a great time at the Los Angeles Lakers. Got here and there close to the what's it called, to the last title, the final hurrah, but never was able to get it. Let's go to the next one, number 9, Allen Iverson. Oh yes, the answer. An undersized, probably the greatest undersized scorer. I mean, significantly inefficient, really bad. That what's it called? That finals run against the Lakers was like a miracle because his inefficiency is just ridiculous. He had a great supporting cast around him, great defenders, but for the most part, inefficient, but a wonderful dribbler, a wonderful scorer. I don't know how he's able to pull off the shots and the hits that he made at that size, able to drive in, just incredible. Which is why I put Allen Iverson at number 9 as a shooting guard, although not, like I said, efficient. And number 8, oh, why is George Gervin in front of Allen Iverson? Allen Iverson has an MVP and XYZ, and George Gervin was more efficient and he came very close to win the MVP. So that MVP versus Allen Iverson is kind of like, eh. But in terms of scoring, George Gervin is more efficient. Um, Tried his best in the playoff. I don't think he had a really successful run in the playoff, but I just put him above Allen Iverson just because of the efficiency. But that's basically it. And number 7, Dwayne Wade. Wow. How can Dwayne Wade make it that far down? Dwayne Wade was an excellent two-way player. Um, Reminds me of a, not reminds me, but a newer player that looks like him is Donovan Mitchell. But in terms of Dwayne Wade, the reason why he's so low and the reason why I put him there above is because of the three championship. Is it three? Yeah, the three championship. What an incredible run that he had against the Mavs in, I believe, 2006. Scored like 38 points, just taking over that series. But Dwayne Wade has just been an incredible, consistent player. Unfortunately, due to the injuries, kind of lowered his numbers, and he was lucky enough to for LeBron to come and help him get a couple more championship. Um, but for the most part, the difference between him and the other ones is his ability to two way and just his strength and his confidence that he showed in finals in general when he makes it there. Um, so that's why Dwayne Wade is my number 7. Shea Gilgis Alexander at number 6. So Shea is a point guard. Listen, these point guards are shooting guards. They just play point guards. Allen Iverson is a shooting guard. Stephen Curry is a shooting guard. I don't want to go into Russ. I don't want to go into Derrick Rose, but Damian Lillard, these guys are shooting guards. They're not really there to like make their teammates better because of your offensive prowess and because of your offensive weaponry. It opens space for maybe somebody to run in or like to cut inside the lane or things like that. But it's not like a Steve Nash or like a John Stockton of, oh, I see where you are, like a Magic Johnson of like, I make my teammates better. I take this team of 20, I don't know. I add 50 more wins to a team. I add 20 more wins to a team. This is scoring. But with Shea Gildas Alexander, the reason why I put him there is because he's slowly climbing to be one of the best shooting guards. Even if you want to put him at point guard, he's climbing up there. And this is 2026 as I'm speaking. He might win another MVP and he might win another championship. And this would rank him more a consistent season, a great two-way player. Unfortunately, I believe, and this will follow him for probably for all of his career, is the free throws. The free throws are just such a great meme, and but you do have to admit that he gets calls that other players do not, and the fouls that he commits sometimes does not get called. But Shea Gilgeous Alexander is climbing up there. I'm at number five. I put Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, Dirk Nowitzki, a power forward. Dirk Nowitzki. The reason why I put Dirk Nowitzki there is simply this: for a power forward, he never really averaged what a power forward should average. I mean, he's close to be a 50, 40, 90 kind of a player, but I just expect a player like him at his size to make it more in the field goal percentages. Like his field goal percentages are not that different from a Michael Jordan or a, I mean, Michael Jordan seems to be slightly better. But like a Kevin Durant, it's just these players that are just they're great shooters. They're great shooters, and I put him there because he's an excellent shooter. Of course, he'll have a hard time moving against shooting guards, but in terms of shooting guard sake, he doesn't really rebound that well. He doesn't really defend. He doesn't really steal. He shoots and he scores and he posts fadeaways and he shoots free throws well. I put him there. Basketball is a positionless sport, and so it just makes sense to me to put him at number five. Number four, you have an updated archetype of Dirk Nowitzki at number four, Kevin Durant, the same thing, the 50 40 90 guy. He is the 50 40 90 guy. His career isn't going to the trajectory as anyone would like. He seems to be, for a player of his caliber, bouncing from team to team. And this resume is not looking good for Kevin Durant. But for the same reason of Dirk, I put Kevin Durant in that. Um, I put him above just because he's slightly more efficient and he scores more, which he should have done playing shooting guards. And now my number three, Stephen Curry, the greatest shooting guard of all time. Once again, is he a point guard? Maybe he was a point guard in his first couple of seasons coming into Golden State, but as time went on, he showed himself. The last time that I would say I saw him as a point guard was 2015 when they were going to that championship year. After that, it's just shooting guard, the greatest shooting guard. Number two, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We all know. For Kobe Bryant, the thing that strikes me about him is that he tried to be the number one, the Michael Jordan, but as hard as he worked, and I believe that Kobe Bryant probably most definitely worked harder than Michael Jordan, but he could not replicate the aura and he could not replicate the gift that the number one has, which is Michael Jordan. The championships, no losses in the final, the MVPs, the style of it. And for some people, the nostalgia, I wasn't old enough to see him, but yeah, these are my top 10. Let me know if you disagree with any one of them. And yeah, thank you.